Hey, welcome to day 7. You hear that? Day 7. Like you seriously have made it 7 days. Pat yourself on the back. Like that is a full week. Man, that's awesome. You're getting better every single day. You're doing better today and yesterday than you did the day before. It's all good. You're giving yourself grace. You're going to get knocked down, but then you get back up. It's okay. And you're better today than you were yesterday because you're applying everything that you've learned. All right. So let's recap. You're no longer overestimating your exercise because you know where you're at. You know where you stand. You know what you're doing. Okay. You're getting your steps in. You're getting your movement in. If you set a step goal, that's awesome. Move more than you did the day before. Okay. You're not relying on liquid calories. Late night snacking, you're like, you know that you've been doing it. You're aware of it. So you're changing it. That's another step. You're not skipping meals. Remember how you used to skip meals? You're like, I'm not hungry. I don't feel like eating. You're not skipping meals. You are giving your body the fuel that it needs so it can keep going. So you can do all the things that you're meant to do. Also, you're not eating out at restaurants as much as you used to. You're just not doing that. And you're tracking your food. And if you can't track it right then, you're taking a picture and you're adding it in later. All right? Pat yourself on the back. Like you are doing amazing. Those are big steps. And you may not think they are because you're looking at the big picture, but I need you to scale it in. Just bring it in. Look at these little things, and then we'll take a step out and look at the really big picture. But right now, we're dialing it into these little things, these wins every single day. You've got them. Pat yourself on the back. So, hey, today we're going to talk about mindful snacking. All right. This is something that I think more of us struggle with than what we seem to realize. And we think we're alone, but we're not. Many people struggle with this. This is a big thing for me. Like, I still struggle with it to this day. Like, every day I have an issue with this. So, we're going to learn how to snack smarter and how to fuel our bodies. All right. So, we've spent the past week and we've built some strong foundations. Those are things that every day you're sticking to, and you're going to remember those. Now, today we're tracking a habit that this habit, let me tell you, like it can make you or break you. Okay. It can take you from where you're doing great. Like you really are. You're making all these strides and everything is going good. And then all of a sudden, you just sit down. And if it's like, I'll use me as an example, I'll sit down with that bag of chips and I seriously will eat that entire bag because I'm looking for the cheesiest Dorito. Like for real. I'm looking for it. I still haven't found it. I got to the end of the bag and I still didn't find that cheesiest Dorito. But you know what? When I add that up, I'm not in a calorie deficit anymore because I just ate that entire bag of chips. That's how it can break you. It can break you in that aspect and it can break you mentally because you can start to go down a slippery slope thinking, oh man, that one time I just gave in and I didn't do well. Well, you know what? We're not doing that anymore. We're going to hold those thoughts captive and we're going to learn some tips to have some mindful snacking because there's nothing wrong with snacking. It's a cool thing to do. You can do that. But we need to learn the thing around it. All right. And remember, there are no bad foods. There are no bad foods. It's just our relationship with food. Now, we're not going to focus on what not to do. We're going to talk about how to snack mindfully and how to fuel our bodies between meals. All right. So let's dive into it. So, why mindful snacking matters. Okay. It's going to curb our hunger. Like a planned, nutritious snack, it's going to keep you from getting overly hungry and making impulsive food choices. Okay, let me say that again. A planned, nutritious snack is going to keep you from getting overly hungry and making impulse food choices. For example, let's say you are at work and you eat lunch around noon. Well, then all of a sudden, it's about 5 o'clock when you're getting ready to get off work. Well, noon to 5 o'clock, that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty long time to go without anything. So in between that time, you can use it for a planned snack. Okay. So that way, when you get home from work, you're not like wanting to eat everything in sight. So it's one example of how you could use that. And instead of stopping by a gas station on your way home and getting a bag of chips or something else that wouldn't really serve you, it's not going to nourish your body. So this is a way that we can do that. Also, it sustains energy. Like a balanced snack prevents energy crashes during the day. It also supports your goals. Mindful snacking can complement your overall nutrition plan by adding in nutrients that your meals might miss. Okay? So now we're going to choose an intentional snack today that includes protein and fiber to keep you full and satisfied. This snack is going to include protein and fiber. That's where the majority of the calories are going to come from the protein, and it's going to have some fiber. So some examples of this are apple slices and peanut butter. You have fiber from the apple. You have some fats too. The protein, you get a little bit from the peanut butter, but don't let it fool you because peanut butter has more fat than protein. Okay. You can try Greek yogurt and berries, protein-packed yogurt with antioxidant-rich berries like some blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, any kind of berries. You can try some hummus plus some veggies. Sometimes you just need a little crunch of some veggies and it can just like satisfy you. So veggies like carrots or cucumbers, bell peppers, and get those with a creamy, like fiber-rich hummus. Okay. Also, hard-boiled egg with some like nuts, some cashews, some mixed nuts, something like that. Cottage cheese and like some kind of fruit on it. Sweet and savory flavor combination that's high in protein. All right. Now, here are some pro tips when it comes for snacking. These are very useful. So I need you to write these down, remember them, whatever you need to do. Okay. Because these are going to help you. Now, the first tip is portion control. Avoid eating straight from the bag or the container. Like, this is a super downfall for me. I know if I grab that bag of potato chips, it's over. The bag is gone. All right. So the best thing to do is to take those chips or take whatever you're going to eat, take it out of the bag, the main bag, and put it in smaller bags. That way you have portion control. Okay. That'll help you. Tip number 2, you're going to focus on eating. So you're going to avoid distractions like your phone or the TV while you're snacking. Because how many times have you been snacking on something while you're watching TV or you're looking down at your phone? You're not paying attention to what you're snacking on. So you look down and you're like, oh my goodness, I just ate all of this. It's what we do. It's what happens. So now you're going to be aware of that. And when you're eating, you're going to eat. You're going to focus on that. Okay. Now, number 3, this is huge. This is a very, very big one. All right. You're going to ask yourself, are you truly hungry? Are you snacking because you're bored? Because you're stressed? Or is it just a habit? Those are key things. Ask yourself this. Are you hungry? Then you might say, well, I'm a little hungry. Then go on to this question. Am I bored? Am I just eating out of boredom? Am I eating because I'm stressed? Or is this just a habit? Like, this is what I do every day. I come home from work and I just have a snack. So ask yourself those things. All right. And the main thing is you should be hungry. If the answer is you're not hungry, if you're not hungry, you don't need a snack. All right. Let me repeat that. If you are not hungry, you do not need a snack. Okay. Now, this is a big thing of where we need to flip it in our head. Okay. Because we have this thing going on in our head where it's been kind of drilled in us that snacking can be bad, And we can feel like super guilty because we've had a snack. And then we might throw in the other guilt because it's been considered something bad, a bad food. So it's a bad snack or something. We're flipping that, all right? We're totally flipping it. There are no bad foods. None. Okay? Snacking is not bad. All right? But we're going to flip this snacking to where we're going to do it mindfully. And we're going to do it with intention. All right? So instead of feeling guilty, we're going to use snacks as an opportunity to fuel our bodies and to stay on track. Okay? They're going to help us with our nutrition goals. It's going to be the added fuel that our body needs. That's how we're going to use snacking. That's how we're going to do it mindfully. And that's how we're going to do it with intention. Okay? That's the key thing here. That's what I want you to take note of. And that's how I want you to flip it in your brain. Continuously tell yourself that. All right? You're going to do it with intention. And you're going to be mindful about what you're doing. And you're going to change these habits. All right? So now, I want to know what your go-to healthy snack is. All right? I want you to share it. Share it with a friend. Share it with someone who could use this also. Snap a picture of it. Let's inspire each other. Let's help each other. Let's help each other to snack smart and to stay mindful. All right? So, hey, I'm just going to leave you with that. And great job on this last week. I am so proud of you. You are 7 days into this. 7 days. You are creating sustainable habits. Not only for today, not only for the rest of the year, but next year and every year after that. You're creating a sustainable lifestyle. That is awesome. Pat yourself on the back because you're doing amazing. And I will catch you on day 8. Have a great day.